I started in 2018, about 4 or 5 years ago. I started because I've been studying for the last 4 or 5 years, so it complemented that. I could just do it at the weekends and it was very flexible, so I like that.
I started working as Deliveroo in July 2022. I come to here, to Ireland, to learn English and work.
I love cycling as well, so I can combine that in with the job, to fit it in with my life, to fit it in with college, and every night is different, every night's interesting.
I need to work more, so for me it's the best way, because I can do more hours just cycling and delivery all day.
I think you apply online, you just have to prove that you're legally allowed to work in Ireland and just send them certain like passport photo and stuff. And then you have like an introduction day. So I met them in a cafe with a lot of other people that were trying to sign up. And there was one man that just went through the whole process with us, took all our details, filled everything out, got the app set up, and you can start working that day.
In the morning, I work in a cafe as a kitchen assistant. I can do 20 hours per week because my visa is a student visa. For me, because I'm from another country, I have to rent account for a European citizen.
So you don't have your own account?
I don't have my own account because I don't have European citizen.
How much do you pay for renting the account?
Depends the person actually. I'm paying 30 euros per week.
So when I first signed up, you get the bag, you get a jacket, waterproof pants and phone holder and all that. I've replaced the bag once already and I'll need to replace that again. I'm pretty sure if I get in touch with Deliveroo, they'll actually give me a free Deliveroo bag.
Deliveroo sends the bag and the jacket and the helmet. They send for the owner of the account. When the owner receives everything, usually they sell because they just wanted to hand the account.
They pay you, I think, a flat rate of like 150 for an order. And then depending on the distance from the restaurant to the customer, they pay you per kilometre. I mean, an average delivery would be around €3 up to €8. But if there are no orders, I just wait on Patrick Street because you get deliveries based on your location. If you go to Patrick Street and you're in like a zone on the app, that's your best likelihood of getting a new job.
Oh yeah, enjoy buddy, have a good one.
Have you had any encounters or accident while working?
You would actually get harassed sometimes, very rarely. There was one incident where I was cycling and I got some, the silly foam, the party foam stuff sprayed in my face.
There once teenagers, they throw a lot of stones of me.
I have heard of other Deliveroo riders having their bikes stolen, for example. That the bikes are an easy one to steal. You're delivering to every area of the city and that brings its own risks. Being hit by a car is definitely the biggest risk. But even pedestrians as well, and I've actually had a lot of incidences where people are wearing all black and they've no lighting. And even though I'm fully lit and I've 2 lights on my head, you'd nearly cycle into them. We have a WhatsApp group chat, the Cork Deliveroo riders, so there's a huge amount of people on it. Kind of a buy and sell, it's kind of a notification board. For example, there was a power outage on one shift and we were like communicating in that, telling which restaurants were working or not. And they'd organise some social events through it as well.
Most of us is men, actually. Sometimes it's a lot of testosterone together. But I realized that the boys can do more hours. But depends, because there are girls that's so strong as well. There one thing that for me is very different for me, a woman. I have to work in my period, and it was so hard, so hard. I think men never understand this.
The biggest issue with restaurants I have is when I accept the order, I go to the restaurant and then it's my job to notify the restaurant that I've arrived. But quite often what happens is I'll rock up and it's difficult for me to notify someone, but they'll get frustrated with me trying to tell them or come into the restaurant to let them know. And then they'll tell me, yeah, 5 minutes, and then you're waiting 20.
We have to stay outside, and sometimes I just would like it was the toilet, but no. If you use Deliveroo, you have to wait outside. We had problems with some restaurants that they know that we work like illegal, so they are checking your name and the name of the account. I will say for their guard and say bad things, and so terrible.
Customers have never really had a bad experience, maybe just not being polite and saying thank you or whatever. I've been requested to buy things outside of the app, and if it suits me, I've done that. It's not set up and it's not recommended. Usually the customer pays through the app the normal way. Once or twice I've been messaged, oh, can you pick up an extra thing in the shop? And I'd purchase it with my own money and then they'd pay me in cash then when I arrive.
It's a hard job, but I like it because I like cycling. To be honest, if you don't like cycling, don't work, because you have to cycling a lot.
Yeah, I see myself continuing it as long as I'm in college, so I plan to be in college for another 3-4 years, maybe 5, and when there's enough money, because the main reason I'm doing it is money, so once I'm earning enough money, I'll be stopping doing it.
I like Deliveroo specifically because my life now it's perfect for my routine. But if I come back to Brazil or if I go to another country, I really wanted to work with another thing. Like I never imagined that I will work as Deliveroo in my life. Until yesterday, actually, that's everything okay. But yesterday, the girl that hands her account to me, she was afraid, just scared about the taxes. She would like to stop to rent for me, and she leaves the account until end of April. And after that, I have to looking for another account. But I have many friends that looking as well for another account, and they can't find because now it's so hard, especially for Turks, for Brazilians, for Chilean. So it's a hard moment for us.